Andrew Tate. So obvious. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. You may recall that in August I created a video called Alpha Male and demonstrated that the label of alpha male was being regularly used to describe people who are actually narcissists, and it would mean that many people didn't realise what they were dealing with. And this surrounded, of course, the behaviours of Andrew Tate, who indeed is a narcissist. If you're unfamiliar with who Mr. Tate is, well, a little refresher. Emery, Andrew Tate III, is an American-British internet personality and former professional kickboxer. Following his kickboxing career, Tate began offering paid courses and memberships through his website, and later rose to fame as an influencer. Tate's misogynistic commentary on social media has resulted in bans from several platforms. He had a career in kickboxing, he was a guest on the 17th season of Big Brother, and he came under scrutiny for his homophobic and racist comments on Twitter. After the release of a video in which Tate appeared to beat a woman with a belt, Tate was removed from the show after only 6 days of participation. Both Tate and the woman said that they were friends and that the actions in the video were consensual. Tate's website offers training courses on accumulating wealth and male-female interactions. According to the website, it also operates a webcam studio using girlfriends of employees. Tate and his brother started the webcam business, employing as many as 75 webcam models to sell fake sob stories to male callers, claiming to have made millions of dollars doing so. Tate stated that the business model is a total scam. Tate operates Hustlers University, a platform where members pay a monthly membership fee to receive instruction on topics such as dropshipping and cryptocurrency trading. The platform employed an affiliate marketing program where members received a commission for recruiting others to the platform. Tate became highly prominent during 2022 by encouraging members of Hustlers University to post large numbers of videos of him to social media platforms in an effort to maximize engagement. As of August 2022, its website had amassed over 100,000 subscribers, which included boys as young as 13. That same month, Stripe pulled out of processing subscriptions for the platform, and Hustlers University shut down its affiliate marketing program. Daniel Angus, a professor of digital communications at Queensland University of Technology, stated the affiliate program had all the hallmarks of a pyramid scheme. Tate received attention for his tweets describing his view of what qualifies as sexual harassment amid the Harvey Weinstein sexual abuse cases, and for tweeting several statements about his view that sexual assault victims share responsibility for their assaults. In 2017, he was criticised for tweeting that depression isn't real. 3 of Tate's Twitter accounts were suspended at different times. In 2021, an account that he created to evade his previous ban was verified by Twitter contrary to their policies. The account was subsequently permanently suspended, and Twitter said the verification occurred in error. Online, Tate became known among far-right circles through appearances on InfoWars and acquaintances with far-right figures such as Paul Joseph Watson, Jack Posobiec, and Mike Cernovich. Tate became highly popular during summer of 2022, surpassing both Donald Trump and COVID-19 in Google searches in July. By August, Tate was described by Rabil Sidkar in The Independent as a cult-like figure to young directionless men and boys who support his anti-feminist views. Tate has described himself as absolutely a sexist and absolutely a misogynist. He has stated that women belong in the home, can't drive, and are given to the man and belong to the man, and claimed that men prefer dating 18 and 19-year-olds because they have sex with fewer men. The White Ribbon Campaign, a non-profit opposing male-on-female violence, considers Tate's commentary extremely misogynistic and its possible long-term effects on his young male audience concerning Hope Not Hate. An anti-extremism advocacy group has commented that Tate's social media presence might present a dangerous slip road into the far right for his audience. In response to criticism, Tate stated that his content includes many videos praising women and mainly aims at teaching his audience to avoid toxic and low-value people as a whole. He further stated that he plays a comedic character and claims that people believed absolutely false narratives about him. In August 2022, Tate was permanently banned from Instagram, where he had 4.7 million followers, and Facebook for violating their policies on hate speech and dangerous organisations and individuals. TikTok, where videos featuring his name as a hashtag have been viewed 13 billion times, removed his account as well, after determining that it violated their policies on content that attacks, threatens, incites violence against, or otherwise dehumanises an individual or a group. Shortly thereafter, YouTube also suspended his channel, citing multiple violations, including hate speech and COVID-19 misinformation. And Tate subsequently deleted his channel on Twitch. Tate responded to the bans, saying that while most of his comments were taken out of context, he takes responsibility for how they were received. On April 11, 2022, Tate's house was raided by the Romanian police after the US Embassy alerted them that an American woman might be held at the property. The investigation was later taken over by Romania's Directorate for Investigating Organised Crime and Terrorism and expanded to include human traffic and rape allegations. On April 27th, the Romanian police said that no person had been charged or arrested in the case. The investigation is ongoing as of mid-2022. Tate has denied any wrongdoing. Thus, some further details about him. He certainly does have a significant following amongst young men that seem to accord with his very direct views about women. And it's clear that this is an individual, from the information that not only have I just described there, but is available elsewhere, doesn't operate any kind of facade. He revels in saying it how it is. He's right and you're wrong. He sees himself as an alpha male. He sees himself as correct in determining that men are superior to women. He doesn't operate with any emotional empathy. The suggestion of playing a comedic character is all about deflecting when his control is threatened by the accusations of the wrongdoing, where he is engaged in stating quite simply that he's absolutely a sexist and absolutely a misogynist. This is an individual that basically doesn't see anything wrong with his behaviours whatsoever and is quite content to put it out there. He believes that he's right, that he's superior, and if you contravene his views, well, that quite simply makes you weak and something of a dipshit. Naturally, with such individuals, they will always accord a following, which enables him to have a group of tertiary supporters that are there to be readily controlled and to draw fuel from. It's clear, of course, through the Hustler University and what he may have earned through social media and appearances, that there are the residual benefits accorded as a consequence of the relationships that he has with all of these various followers. The suggestion, of course, that what he was doing was a Ponzi scheme also denotes a lack of accountability for his behaviours, a sense of entitlement to achieve that residual benefit, and an absence, of course, of emotional empathy for those affected by his behaviours. He's quite simply a wrecking ball that cruises through life doing what he wants and damn the consequences. If you get in the way, you'll be removed, and he simply doesn't care. There is some excellent footage of a debate between him and Piers Morgan, which I will be analysing in due course. But with all of that stated, which underlines, of course, the fact that he's a narcissist, a piece of footage has come my way, which is well worth viewing in terms of demonstrating the obviousness of his behaviour, the fact that he believes he's far cleverer than he actually is, grandiosity, and the way that he doesn't realise just how easy it is to see through him. Of course, there are always going to be some epsilon semma morons who are taken in by what he does and thinks, wow, that's so cool, he's a genius. However, many other people will see straight through it, which denotes the obviousness of his narcissism and the obviousness of the way that it functions. I'm going to play you now the footage, which is basically him demonstrating that he too can be the Tinder swindler. If you haven't watched my fantastic series about the Tinder swindler, I'd very much encourage you to do so, as not only does it help you understand so much more about narcissism and psychopathy, it also denotes the various interactions, but also provides you with information about what the victims are also. A fascinating and deep dive into the dynamic between the narcissist and victims. Here, it would appear that Tate is on some kind of show, or perhaps of his own, where he's basically explaining, I'll show you how easy it is to be the Tinder swindler and get money out of women. Here comes the footage.
I want to test something. I have an idea. I want to try something. Who do I choose? All right, let's try this one.
Hello?
I'm in, hi. I'm in the hotel in Prague. There's been a problem with my bank. There's been a problem with my bank cards. They've frozen all my cards. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to talk to the banks to find out what it's to do with. I think it might be to do with one of my passports, which was closed. I need you to send me $10,000. I'm gonna send you some bank details. I want you to send me 10 grand, but I need it like urgently. I'm gonna give it back to you, but I need it urgently. Is that okay?
Okay.
Please, as soon as you can, I'm gonna send you the details now.
Sure.
All right, baby. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
That's how easy the game is, gentlemen.
Okay, so having seen it, you saw Mr. Tate sat there with his bronze trousers on, explaining that he wanted to test something out. And he goes away, returns with his phone, and makes it look like that he's there as the grand manipulator, puppeteer, selecting a mark, selecting a victim, and decides, let's try this one, as if there's plenty of people that he could choose from, that his phone is chock full of women just waiting to throw their dollars at him, exhibiting his grandiosity. He then, of course, rings up the individual, and a female voice says, hello. He immediately launches in with, I'm in a, and then remembers, oh, actually, I haven't said hello, which, of course, very much gives the game away. I'll be returning to that in a moment. He then explains, hi, I'm in a hotel in Prague, and then explains in the usual Tinder swindler fashion that he's got a financial issue, that his cards are frozen, the bank's caused him a problem, and he's not sure what it is. He references that it's his passports, and he immediately says, I need $10,000, but I need it. I need you to send it to me, and I need it urgently. Is that all right? And immediately this lady confirms, okay, I will do it. Not, oh my God, what's happened? Or can you explain to me what's going on? Or have you contacted the bank to find out what the problem is? Have you spoken to the bank to try and unblock the issue? Or, well, actually, that's a lot of money that you're asking me for. But quite simply, it's immediately, yeah, I'll give you $10,000. Nobody would respond to a telephone call in that manner. Even if, for example, it was a son or daughter ringing a parent, they'd immediately go, sorry, what's happened? Well, you need to contact the bank if they've frozen your money. That's the way to get to it. I'll help you out, but let's see if we can tackle things with the bank first before I first start transferring money. Or what do you need $10,000 for? That's a rather large amount of money. Those would be the natural questions that anybody would pose. And of course, Mr. Tate fails to recognise that anybody with functioning brain cells would look upon this and immediately go, oh dear, it's staged. And of course, the individual is compliant, saying that they will do it. He then signs off with a flippant, all right, baby, bye. And then, triumphant, laughs and demonstrates, look how easy that is, and telling the gentleman, presumably those viewing, just how easy it is to ring up a woman and get her to give you $10,000. Look at me. I'm so charismatic. I'm so powerful, so manipulative. I'm able to ring up a random chick from my phone and get $10,000 out of her. Naturally, it's completely staged. The person answering the phone is just following a loose script, or has just been told, look, there's $500 in it for you. If when he rings up and he asks you for money, you just say, okay, yes, I'll do it. It's so patently obvious. Now, of course, what does this tell us? Well, he knows that this is staged because he set it up, but he simply doesn't care. And the arrogance of his narcissism is such, and the lack of insight, is that he really believes that people watching this are going to be taken in by it. And that people will think, wow, he is just Mr. Cool, ultra charismatic, just calls, he gets the money. I'm going to sign up for his Andrew Tate, how to ring random chicks and get money out of them course, costing me $1,000. Thank you very much. He knows it's staged. He doesn't care that it's staged. But where his narcissism really kicks in is that, notwithstanding the obviousness of this behaviour, and that 99% of people watching this would immediately go, the lady on the other end of the phone is in on this, you've not persuaded her to do anything at all. He thinks that most people will be taken in by this and thinks it's brilliant. He thinks that people won't see through this. That's the blindness of his narcissism. That whereas most people looking at it can see the obvious of it, he can't. Of course, if he were to put that to him at a later juncture, as part of the threat to control that suggestion would pose, his narcissism would probably cause him to go, oh yeah, I knew, of course, that people would see through it. I was just proving the point that some people can't. And that's him backtracking and deflecting. That his narcissism would do that. But his form of narcissism is very obvious. It operates with no facade, it's bombastic, it's bullying, it's belligerent. He's big, you're small. He's right, you're wrong. He's powerful and charismatic, you are all weaklings, and you're there to follow him into the promised land. And such is the level of entitlement and arrogance that he churns out nonsense such as this, which is transparently see-through, save to a small number of people that would blindly think, wow, that's impressive. And of course, in a way, they deserve all they get if they then get fleeced out of their money and find that when they ring up somebody in their phone book who's female, they go, get the fuck out of here, I'm not giving you that kind of money. Are you retarded? And they wonder, perhaps I haven't followed the guideline that Mr. Tate given me correctly. This is Andrew Tate, an obvious narcissist engaging obvious behaviours. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.